Every thrift store holds hidden gems that can amplify your wardrobe. And the best part is, there's pieces waiting for a second chance to shine. Today, we'll uncover the potential hidden in these forgotten garments and transform them into runway-worthy fashion. Today, I'm going to teach you how to take thrift store finds and turn them into high fashion garments that are not just stylish, but also sustainable too. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. For those of y'all who don't know, my name is Justin P. Etienne. I learned how to sew without taking any sewing classes, and you can too. Yeah, this is not just about fashion, it's about giving life to forgotten stories and also making a difference on the planet too. When you're thrifting, you have to look for pieces with quality fabric, unique textures, or even construction details that stand out to you. Even if it's not perfect, remember that you're here to transform something, not to find something ready-made. Remember, the possibilities are endless. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is fire. These pants are huge, right? They're like a size, it says 2XL. I could probably fit two of me in these because I'm mad skinny, but literally imagine you could take this and turn this into a jacket. I could pair this with this. I could turn it into a skirt. I could turn it into anything. But when it comes to thrifting, you wanna be able to try to imagine and manifest something that is not here. I don't know how I'm gonna fit into these pants, but I like the silhouette of them. I'm probably gonna take them in and turn them into something else. So I'm definitely gonna use this as the base structure. I feel like a kid in the candy store. I got mad ideas right now. It gets to a point where you got so much stuff in the thrift store, and I got like $500 worth of clothes right here. And I'm not gonna lie, I gotta chill out because I did not plan on spending this much money in here. So I gotta figure out what I'm about to do. I'm looking at this like, damn, do I really want to take this apart? But that's where the fun comes in. People was definitely judging me when I was holding these, but it's all good. It would be fine if I did a jacket like that. You could drape the pants and turn it into sleeves. You could take the zipper off and put it on the side of the jacket, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about thrifting. You could literally take anything and turn it into something beautiful, extravagant, and it's cost efficient too. Let's just say I got way more things than I was supposed to. So the seam ripper is your best friend. I'm gonna use the seam ripper to take the garment apart just so I can lay out the pieces and then figure out what I wanna do after that. The first thing that I took apart was this strap already, you feel me? So I'm already thinking about how can I utilize this for a belt? How can I use this for a hook? I can use it as a top stitch detail. There's a lot of things that you could do with it, but when you're doing this, you wanna make sure that you're getting into the mindset that whatever functionality that this piece has, it can go in many different directions. There's definitely gonna be some projects that you're hesitant to start because it's a big challenge. But remember, perfection is not real, and you'll grow even more when you embrace the mistakes. The crazy part is this is my first time ever working with leather. Ooh, that rhymed. I'm nice. How I make that rhyme when I'm on my grind? They don't even know that I'm on the line. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Investing in a dress form is worth it for sure. A lot of times when I'm sewing my clothes, I always use patterns and I just build on top of them. And then I honestly just drape my stuff like on the fabric. But this is honestly the first time in a while where I'm actually taking something, putting it on the dress form, marking it and figuring out how am I gonna get a certain silhouette or a certain shape. Here's one of the pieces that I took apart. Honestly, this kind of looks like an armhole already, you feel me? But I don't want the vest to be too long. I like my stuff cropped. You feel me? So I'm gonna figure out how I can take this apart without cutting into it. And always make sure that if you're sewing with leather, you wanna use a leather needle, because if you're using any other needle that's way thinner, you're probably going to break a lot of needles and it'll probably be hard for the thread to catch. And it's honestly great to get sewing thread for leather specifically, because if you get thread that's too thin, it might not catch properly and it's going to be a problem. I'm trying to figure out which way. Oh. Damn, nah, this is hard, this is hard. I'm seeing progress. Okay, I see something, I see the vision, I see the vision. All right, so I'm gonna use the zipper as the armhole instead. Sometimes you just gotta freeform. You can't really overthink it when it comes to draping, you feel me? Draping is having fun, and I accidentally just figured out how I'm going to make the armhole for the body, you feel me? So I ain't gonna tell you too much, right? It's gonna get like, This is how it's coming out so far, okay? So because the leather is so thick, I'm using tape and creating double-sided tape because I don't have it. So I'm just putting this right here so that I can mark it to see how it's gonna look when it closes. And then I'm gonna just do that on the bottom part as well too. Dinner at the Juki machine Unmatched.
Yeah, I don't care. Haitian food is the best food on the planet. God is so good because my mom is able to cook me amazing meals every once in a while, and it makes a big difference in my life. It's very easy to get caught up in the sewing process, but I usually work on my craft for about 60 to 90 minutes, and then I'll take a 20 or 30-minute break because creating all day without eating is not healthy. I used to refuse to take a break because I was in a creative flow. Not anymore.
See, I feel like I messed up so bad, but when it comes to draping, there's so many alterations that you can make. Can y'all believe that I had this since, I think, the 11th grade? My mom got this for me, and I kept it in good condition. This is the JBL speaker that I use when my friends used to come over all the time. Anytime I was creating or anytime I went to the gym to play basketball and we didn't have no music, this was the thing that gave us the vibes, the energy, you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes when I'm creating, I'll just vibe out to some music. Sometimes I'll listen to audiobooks or podcasts too when I'm creating, because sometimes I don't want to listen to music. And that's a really good way to get into a flow state too, because whatever you're listening to gets stored into your subconscious mind while you're creating something. And then when you're actually wearing that item out in the real world, you can think about the topic that you learned, or you can maybe reference something when you see it in the real world, you know what I'm saying?
I recently learned that life is not always about being certain. It's about trying anyway. Comfort is essentially certainty. You can either choose to be certain about what you've known or certain that you'll make the best of whatever happens. Guess who has a better time? Because nobody is ever really certain for real. The people who have lives they love try anyway. In the words of Brianna Wiest, 101 essays that will change the way you think. Highly recommended book. As I was sewing this, I kept telling myself that I need to do something that I've never done before. Every sewing project that I do is a new chance for me to shock myself. And as I said in my previous video, sewing could definitely be meditative, but this time around, I was very frustrated.
Hold on.
But remember, frustration is a good thing because it means that you are evolving. The next part of the process was really interesting because I had to place the snaps on the garment. This snap tool fastener is highly recommended.
It's lit. Finally, and here it is. Yeah, I'm hyped right now, yo. I'm so hyped. I'm hyped. My whole vibe changed because I finally finished this. A vintage pair of leather chaps from the thrift store is now an innovative, modern masterpiece.
Your style is your personal story. Upcycling and designing clothes should reflect your unique perspective. Remember, fashion does not have to be fast or expensive to make an impact. I'm very proud of myself because, like I said, this was a really challenging project, especially for my first time working with leather. But the cool part is that this vest can turn into 10 plus different variations. Remember, upcycling is great for the environment. It is very cost efficient, and it allows you to tap into your inner child. Feel free to share any stories that you have, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching.